Paul, Jack Diamond first, an exciting player to have in the group.
Oh, absolutely. Really talented footballer. You know, it's probably going to take him a few games to get up to speed. He's a naturally fit lad, but he's going to bring some real quality on the ball, great work ethic, and he seems a really decent bloke as well. So I'm really looking forward to working with him. He's trained with us for the first day today. Looks sharp, looks lively, looks as if he's got so much enthusiasm in him, and let's hope we're the benefiting from that.
He hasn't played for a long time. Does he go straight into your thinking for Saturday?
Yeah, without a doubt, he goes into my thinking. Yeah, you know, he's certainly got a decent level of fitness in him, because he's young and he's got that level of fitness. He's been training all the time. He's been doing some work, not particularly football work, but over the last few weeks he's done a lot of football. So he certainly comes into my thinking, and we've got to just sort of find a way to get him up to speed, with minutes here and there. So we'll see what decision gets made between now and Saturday.
That takes us up to 6 loans, obviously with Jockle missing out, but does it mean now that you're only looking at permanence?
No, because you know, as you just said, Jockle is out for quite a while after refracturing the scapula, so we've no idea of time frame on him. But we're just going to have to manage it. We'll manage the loans. We're still missing JJ at the moment, so he doesn't come into the mix. So we're okay. I'm looking at permanence, but I'm also looking at loans. But to be honest with you, I'm probably at a point where there's not many more. I'm looking at maybe 1 or 2 more. So if we can get them on permanence, then that will be ideal.
Josh Vela in as well, an experienced player.
Yeah, Josh is. Yeah, I mean, Josh is going to come in on a permanent deal for this season, and 1 more with an option of an extra year if he plays the games. Another is a leader. He's got experience, over 300 games under his belt, and he's a player who we've been discussing for many weeks. We thought we were close around about the time when we played Fleetwood over Christmas, and then the manager changed and Josh goes back in as captain again. But he's a player who we're really pleased to get. I think he'll be a good addition to our group. He's a leader who will not only help us this season, but also will help us next year as well.
You touch on it there, but do you think that's it? Are you just looking for 1 more maybe? Or?
Yeah, possibly 1 more. Yeah, I mean, we're also at a point where I'm trying to move players on as well. I'm seeing where there's any interest. There's been a couple of sort of tentative inquiries about our players, and if they're the ones who I believe that we can move on, then and it's right for them, then we'll do that. We won't be forcing anybody out, but it just has to be right for all parties.
Just on those, Jaden's been back with us, and what's the update on Max Kilsby as well?
Yeah, well, at the moment there's nothing I can update. They are back with us. You know, there's been again some inquiries for Max to go back out on loan. As it stands, Jaden's back in with us. He'll continue to train with us until anybody tells us anything different. So no, they're part of the group, and we'll keep working with them, and we'll make a decision over the next week what's right for them and what's right for us.
Injuries, Ben, JJ, Terry close as well?
Ben's back in full training. He joined training today, so that's good to have him back involved. He's only missed a week or 2, so it's good to get that settled down. Terry has had a full week with the rest of the group, and he's looking sharp and lively. The chances are Terry will be involved in the game on Tuesday at Penrith. We're still waiting on JJ. He's certainly made improvements, and he's got no pain there at the moment, so we've just got to build that up, because it's been a couple of weeks now where we've had to set him back, and hopefully over the next few weeks we'll get him out there.
Everyone else okay?
Yeah, no other issues from the Barnsley game, which was our last one. Everybody's come through it unscathed, so we've then just got Callum, who's back in and starting to step up his work now, because he's now in a position where he can be a little bit more mobile. Still not a lot, but he can certainly do upper body work, and this is the start for him to get himself back in good shape.
Results went against us on Tuesday, so it's a 10-point gap now. It's just a case of focusing on our own results, isn't it?
Well, I've always been a big believer, if you don't win your own games, it's irrelevant what everybody else does. So yeah, the gap is 10 points. It's not ideal. It's a horrible situation to be in. It's a hell of a challenge for us, but we've still got the games left, and we've just got to go and the only thing I can say is we just have to start winning our games. There's no point worrying what anybody else does. If we win, then the rest will take care of itself. If we don't, we know we're going to be in trouble.
think you went to the Bolton game on Tuesday night. It sounded like they had a tough game against Cheltenham.
Cheltenham played very well. I was really impressed with Cheltenham. They had a goal chalked off that probably should have been allowed, but they went a goal down against the run of play as well. Bolton were getting frustrated, so I can see the strengths of Bolton. You can tell, you just have to look at the league table and know that they're very consistent over the season. They've got a good pattern the way they play. We have an opportunity to get a double over them, and we've got to rise to that challenge. You know, it doesn't matter who we play this weekend or the weekend after. We have to start winning games. We need to win that first game to give us a chance to go on a run. And I'm looking forward to this weekend because it's a big test for us, a great challenge, and we'll see what we're made of.
Sold out away end and a big home crowd as well. A type of game where our fans can really sort of get behind us and make a difference. Yeah,
I mean we've had to give them the Waterworks end this weekend. In my opinion, not ideal, but we tried it for the Derby County game to try and keep it open for our home fans, but there wasn't much of an uptake on it. So from a business point of view, we had to look at that. So we'll fill that end with Bolton fans, so they will make a noise, but I'm quite sure our fans will also make a noise. You know, they were magnificent away at Barnsley. I get their frustrations, I understand all of that, but hopefully we can do something in terms of our performance and result that gets them cheering and backing us all the way.
Thank you.